Hey Scorpio, welcome to your weekly forecast for June 8th through the 14th. We're going to see what's happening with this deck here, and then we're going to pull an oracle message for you all from this oracle deck here. Now Scorpio, I know that I'm doing this reading for the week period of the 8th through the 14th, but you got to keep in mind whatever's coming up this week is going to be with us for a while, okay? We have had that full moon in Sagittarius, which was eclipsed. So we're going to be experiencing the themes that come up for the next 6 months to a year. And that's not a bad thing, because the energy is about shifting into security, shifting into freedom. Good things are going to come out of it. Really, really good things are going to come out of it. But we're going to see what themes might be coming up for Scorpio and what you all can experience this week and in the coming weeks and months. So without further ado, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. See what's going on for you, my darlings. First card here, we have Four of Wands. All right. Four of Wands is a card that people tend to get very happy when they see it, because in traditional tarot or people that follow tarot, a lot of the times, a lot of tarot readings and tarot channels are very focused on love and relationship. And you guys that watch my videos, you know that I do one video each month for love and relationship, but then the weekly forecast, these weekly forecasts are about the other areas of your life. So people, when they see Four of Wands, they immediately think, oh, a wedding, I'm going to be planning a wedding, or I'm going to be getting married, or I'm going to meet somebody at a wedding. And that can definitely be a message with Four of Wands. But because we're trying to see this out of the scope of that, you know, we're going to look at this from the situation in terms of other ways in which Four of Wands are applying to our life. So Four of Wands is going to be about security. It's going to be about stability. And we just said, or I just said in the beginning, that this full moon in Sagittarius is going to be about us having that security, having that stability. So Scorpio, you're really aligning with this. You're really kind of building for yourself a very solid, long-lasting life. All right. Scorpios had an exceptionally difficult period of time. They had a very difficult 10 to 12 years because of the last cycle Saturn was in. And it's only been about 2 years, a little over 2 years, that some Scorpios are beginning to recover from that. And some Scorpios are just now beginning to recover from that. It was a very tough cycle for us Scorpios. But now we're coming into a shift, and you're going to be able to create balance. You're going to be able to create order. You're going to be able to build foundations for yourself. Now, I do feel for Scorpio, some of you, of the message is this: you have had love on the back burner because you've been busy focusing on yourself and building your life. And one of the things that might be happening as like a happy little side effect of you getting things together for yourself, you might be coming into a life partner or into settling down with somebody or getting married. But it's happening because of what you're building for yourself. Okay. And again, I'm not going to focus too much on love and relationship in the weeklies, but I feel those of you Scorpios that you have intentionally stayed single because you have thought to yourself that you want to try to focus on you and have stability in your life in other ways. And you're wanting to be in this energy of being able to like not have to constantly be breaking up with people. You're like, well, if I'm going to be with someone, then I want to be sure that's my person, right? I'm not going to mess around with somebody for just right now. I feel like what you've been holding out for is coming in the next 6 months. Okay. And there may be things happening for you this week that are aligning you with this, that are opening the door for this to happen. Okay. But again, your focus may be more along the lines of stability and security in your personal life. 4 is also an angel number, letting us know that your angels and guides are working behind the scenes to bring you the answers to your prayers, to bring significant blessings towards your path to bring you towards what you're asking for. There's things happening in your favor, for your favor, behind the scenes that you don't maybe see just yet. So there could be some really, really significant things coming down the pipeline for you, Scorpio, over the next few months. Your next card here is King of Cups. And what did I tell you? I'm not going to make this a love reading. I'm not going to make it a love reading. But, King of Cups is a card a lot of people associate with marriage energy, with marriage offers, and a husband and father kind of energy. So you may be attracting this. You may be stepping into this energy yourself, but you're definitely coming into a level of abundance. But I was going to say commitment, but abundance came out of my mouth because that was the next thought, and it jumped out of my mouth before I was caught up to it. But abundance is also really signified here by the King of Cups. But it's a very specific type of abundance, because the King of Cups is somebody who is very, very cultured, very well traveled, and somebody who is very generous, but they are cautious with their generosity. King of Cups is not going to be anybody's fool. He can be very giving, he can be very generous, but he's going to really examine the situation and read the situation before he decides what he's giving and how much he's giving. And so, Scorpio, a lot of you are stepping into this energy. Keep in mind, Scorpio, we are water signs, and this is symbolic of water signs. So this could be that Scorpio energy, the masculine element of the Scorpio energy, the analytical element, right? Like analytics, plans, things like this. So you might have some plans in which you are wanting to take this abundance that's coming in, and you're wanting to be charitable, but you're being very cautious about who you're giving to. You're being very cautious about it. You are researching, right? You're going to research the organization. Okay, well, how much are they collecting in donations? What have they done to date? Like, have they been of benefit to the population that they state they are collecting for? Like, what have they done? So you're looking at like reputableness, right? Or when it comes to people coming in who are trying to come to you for help, you're being a little bit more cautious, or you're helping but you're not being pressured to help more than what you're able to do, or with more than what you're comfortable with. Scorpio, I feel a lot of you are going to have people coming to you and asking you for money. All right. As a Scorpio, I've definitely had some GoFundMes come across my path. Thank you for those of you that helped with the last one. And I do have another one posted in my community tab. And I promise you guys that I will not constantly be putting GoFundMes in your face. But the current one, it's a family. There's a kidney transplant situation, right? And I was like, well, let me try to help. Let me try to help this family. But Scorpio, so I'm just testifying. I'm already seeing it happen. But a lot of you might be coming across people who are coming to you and asking you for money, or asking you for help, or asking you for assistance. But you're going to be more kind of, thinking. You're going to be more selective with who you help. Because at the end of the day, we can't help everybody, right? If every single person came to you asking you for money, and you gave every single person money, at some point you're not going to have enough to pay rent. You're not going to have enough to buy food. So you're being more cautious. And one rule of thumb that I can give you, Scorpio, because some of you are feeling very grateful for the fact that your luck is changing, or your luck is turning, and you are feeling like you want to do something positive with the money you have coming in. One piece of advice that I can give you is, when you are donating money or letting somebody borrow money, never give them more than what you can risk not getting back, right? So like if somebody came to you and was like, Scorpio, oh my God, they're going to turn off my lights. They're going to cut my electricity. It's really important. I need my, I need my lights on. I need to have electricity. That's an important thing. People need to have their electricity on. But they want $500 from you to keep their lights on. But you only have, well, I shouldn't say you only have, because it could be still a big amount of money. Say you have $550, right? You have $500. But the reality of it is this. If they can't pay you back in 2 weeks, if they can't pay you back when they say they're going to pay you back, and all you've got is $50 to last you until then, are you going to be able to make your rent? Are you going to be able to have enough gas in your car to get to work? Or are you going to have enough money to have, bus money or subway money to get to work? Are you going to have enough for food? If the answer is no, if you can't risk it, then you might say, man, I really want to help this person. But if I don't get that 500 back, man, that's going to be really bad. But you know what? I can stand to give them 100. And if I don't get the 100 back, then, I can do okay with 450, like whatever it is, right? So then you're setting what you're able to give, right? You're being very smart and you're protecting yourself in that way. You're being generous, you're helping, but you're not setting yourself up to get, screwed over, whether people mean to screw you over or not, right? So there's a sense of protecting self in that way. Wow, your next card here is Page of Cups. Now I want to clarify something. This, because we're not doing a love reading, and we're kind of looking at different aspects of energies coming in. This could be seen as like, oh my gosh, what's happening? Is the energy backtracking? Is somebody going backwards? With this King of Cups to like Knight of Cups. No, not necessarily, because I feel what's happening is as you guys are being more selective with what you're giving to others, and you're not taking so much responsibility or obligation on your shoulders, you're able to enjoy life. You're able to go after the things that bring you joy, that are giving you a sense of creativity, that are giving you a sense of like exploration, that are bringing joy into your life, that are bringing happiness into your life. You're giving yourself a chance to play. Okay? Like they say, heavy is the head that wears the crown. You're finding ways of enjoying your life and blowing off some steam. Knight of Cups could also indicate for some of you, you might be mentoring a younger person, a younger water sign person. You might be coming into some kind of mentorship, or maybe you're the knight and there's somebody older, like an older water sign mentoring you. There could be something here in terms of mentorship, but I feel overall this is the balance of work and play. That's how I'm reading this. And so Scorpio, if you've been one of those Scorpios that you've been really busy creating and building your life, playing and remembering to play is going to be a significant part for you in your themes for the next few months, right? This is going to be an important part of your development. Some of you might also have like, people kind of putting you up on a pedestal, or you might be receiving gifts or presents or attention from people. You may have some suitors calling, okay? You may have some suitors calling, but you might not be taking anything super seriously just yet. Your next card here is the Five of Cups. So Five of Cups is going to be disappointments. And this could be maybe somebody that you're not taking seriously, or you're kind of feeling disappointed in the way that you're really happy with what's come in, but it didn't satisfy your expectation. Okay, when Five of Cups comes up, it's a situation of we're not too thrilled with the way something turned out. We know there's success coming for you. Okay, we know that there's success coming for you. We know that you're coming into abundance. We know that you're coming into a time of foundations and stability. But this has been an ongoing theme for Scorpio. And it is a feeling that I'm kind of getting in the collective energy right now. A lot of people's true colors are coming out. A lot of people's true colors are coming out. Because people are afraid. There's obviously a lot to fear, right? And even though we might kind of try to keep balanced and we might try to keep out of the fear, we can understand why a lot of people have a lot of fear right now. And that fear tends to bring out the truth in somebody, right? So a lot of people are showing their true colors right now. And we're beginning to see, who people really are. People are really showing themselves as who they really are. And so, Scorpio, some of you may have disappointments in this way, right? You may have disappointments in this way. Like you're seeing who's being self-serving. You're seeing who's being an opportunist. You're seeing who's taking advantage of situations in selfish kind of ways. And so I feel you might be disappointed in people around you. And so I feel like a lot of you Scorpios with this Five of Cups, it could go either way. You could either be disappointed with the people around you and you can allow it to kind of make you shut yourself down and kind of turn yourself off. I hope you don't do that, because if you do that, you're going to block your abundance. You're going to block other areas of your life. And for other ones of you, it's going to be this disappointment or this truth that's being revealed that is giving you the realization that it's time to kind of come out of your current circle. It's time to go in a new direction, right? It's time to let certain people or situations go and move in a new path and align yourself with other people or other situations. So another thing too, because there is success coming in, it can also indicate that sometimes we become so overwhelmed with the happy and the positive experiences that we feel really tempted to like push it away, or we kind of want to like shut down. And Five of Cups is reminding you not to do that, right? Sometimes people self-medicate because they're stressed out, because they have a lot of problems. And then sometimes when things start going good in your life, you might get stressed out because you might be thinking, oh my God, how long is this going to last? How long before it falls apart? And they start stressing out about that, and they're really tempted to just kind of close something off or push it away. So Five of Cups can sometimes just be a message to us to not sabotage ourselves. So if you're having a hard time with that, you can ask your angels and guides to help you. You can ask Archangel Michael to help remove fear from your heart. You can ask Archangel Raphael to help heal you and open you up to receive, to feel safe to receive. I think that for some of you Scorpios, that might be the way in which you're experiencing Five of Cups. Keep in mind, these are general readings. It's a good idea to watch your moon sign and rising sign videos to get extra information, or to see what resonates for you from there. You may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do for you. If you want to click on the Calendly link, you can schedule a private reading with me there. Alrighty, my dears. So you guys have the Observer. So I talked about how a lot of people's true colors are going to be coming out. And also you were going to be more cautious in analyzing situations before you stepped in. And so this is going to be a big theme for you, Scorpio, this week and in the next few months. So this is saying that you're going to get really smart about watching, taking notice, right? Taking details, taking down, you're remembering them for later. You're not rushing. Scorpio, I feel like you're not rushing to decisions. And I feel even when it comes to dealing with people, you're giving certain individuals the benefit of the doubt, but you're taking note. You're taking note. I'm going to remember this, or this is something that I might want to, I might not want to ignore this. This might be something I want to kind of keep in mind about this person or this situation. Scorpio, I feel like a lot of you are coming into really, really, really significant badass energy. I feel like you're coming into the energy where you're going to have this reputation over time where people are like, you can't fool Scorpio. Even if people already think that about you, even if they already think that about you, you're about to really kind of elevate that ability or that gift. You're observing. You're observing. I feel for some of you in some situation also, because this little crescent moon is jumping out at me. So I do feel something very significant is happening for you when we come into the next new moon. When we come into the next new moon, we just had a full moon. So when we come into the next new moon, this might be the time in which you're making a really significant decision into calling something in. Yeah. I feel like some of you are in a creative process, but it's like a creative process in which you're gathering information before you begin creating as well. And maybe it's going to be in that new moon period you start creating something. You start putting something down. You may be taking mental note. You may be being inspired by certain things, but there could be a creation period for you coming up in the near future as well. Alrighty, my dears, again, watch your moon, sun, and rising sign videos. You can schedule a private reading with me through the Calendly link. I am going to be announcing tonight on my Instagram the giveaway for June. It's going to be a crystal or a piece of crystal jewelry. I haven't decided yet, but I will pick it out and I'll post. And the second prize is going to be a free 30-minute private reading with me. So every single month, I pick one winner for a free reading, one winner for a prize, different prizes. And I just pick the winner from the Instagram and Facebook comments and likes. So I just see who's jumping out at me. So I will be announcing the winners for May tonight on Instagram and Facebook, and I'll also be announcing the giveaway for June. So if you want to be in on that, just be in the social media. You don't have to, buy anything. It's not like, you have to buy anything. I'm just picking somebody from the likes and the comments. So one person will win a reading and one person will win the prize. I thank you guys for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. I'm wishing you all a wonderful week. Take care, my dears.